Good afternoon, everybody. This is me, Zacharias, and I'm going to talk about something I've been told. The truth. That one of our favorite BLAXICAN women that we talk about all the time. You know, I call her 2 years. Oh no, make it 3 years ago. The Aunt Jemima, the Porcher. You know, she black and Mexican. No, not the chick that went to school with me that I can't stand. That was my one of my last roommates. Um, Wife. No! Hell to no. It is Stacey Dash. That's my complexion. This woman don't even look like no Stacey Dash. She real like. Anyway, but you know, she's black and Mexican too. Stacey Dash has been canned. Her contract is no longer available. Um, she cannot be on a soapbox card to the Hill. Um, no, the Hill. It's called one of them dogs, but I think one. They said that they're trying to go with some independent UK party, and one of the people that used to work for Fox News left. They went against the new president Trump. They was working for ABC for 30 some years. I think in the 80s or 70s. So they said they will not renew her contract, so she's been canned. And I have told everybody this. I told everybody this, that I knew that was going to happen. I said she not gonna tell gonna be eating serving pancakes like Aunt Mama, and so I guess they can't her make a joke. I guess they can't her because she refused to serve breakfast tacos and speak broken English, would it be a bonic version of it, and also to serve pancakes like Aunt Mama, you know, and be the little maid, you know, that you know, so you know what I'm saying, because I'm sorry, those porchos and coons that voted for Trump that's whining about who is taking jobs and Black Lives Matter and thinking that they white when no, they got one drop of African besides Spanish and American DNA, and the ones who cry about a job that Martin King fought against, so we shouldn't have. We should be having high wage jobs and go up the CEO level to be in Trump level type coons. They mind about them little mammy and picking any jobs, and I mean, and shoe shining coon jobs. Okay, now, since this white racist man is in the presidency, and I'm trying to get my behind out of here, them pochos and coons that's thinking they white, kissing up to white race people to fight amongst each other, is going to be picking strawberries and cotton together. Everybody going to be a job. Also, a sheriff is saying that the prisoners should build the wall. I told y'all that. Y'all ignore me. It ain't gonna happen. To them black and brown, black identified, one African American prisoners and Hispanic ones who's in gangs, prison gangs. Y'all gonna build that wall. I told y'all that. You won't be fighting amongst each other this time. It won't be who's illegal in this country and go back to where you come from, college, Mayate and all that other crap. And call it Mahado, Mayate and all that stuff. You're going to build that wall. Didn't I say that? It's a white sheriff is suggesting it. Because in the 13th Amendment, you are slave in the prison population. Y'all keep ignoring that. Slavery not in the 13th Amendment. You want to be a thug, cholo, you be put in prison population and you're going to be a slave. You're going to do exactly what they tell you. And they get paid when you locked up. I told y'all that. I told y'all that. And I knew the Stacey Dash, something bad was going to happen. Her campaigning for Trump. I'm glad she did. So I hope by her being black and Mexican, to those African American people and Hispanic folks who supported Trump, good luck. Buena suerte being slaves. Don't forget Mongol workers who were Berceros, they were slaves too. They got paid little. That's why I say Chavez was the Martin Luther King in that movement. I don't want to pick no cotton or no potatoes and everything else. Once again, my goal is to be in Trump level, not to be Trump, but you know what I mean. Go on up, move on up, Finally got a piece of the pie. Not over here singing some good times and I have a good time being poor. And I said poor. Okay, so you can get what I'm saying. Okay, I know that's poor. You get what I'm saying? So I'm glad that her contract is ended. She should. She campaigned for somebody who actually hated her and her people, her black and brown people. And y'all who talk about, I'm like, look, I'm not no lazy person, but I know my history. If I want to work and go to school and keep my behind out of jail and go to Job Corps and go to school online or whatever, I'm trying to get that so I can have high paying money, not $7.25 an hour or $5.15 or $4.75 an hour. Usually people who have those type of wages, y'all, are those who are teenagers. Okay? Or stay-at-home moms who have their husband give them a 401k plan. Or dropouts. Teenage pregnancy people who are dads or moms back in the day who cannot afford to use all their money to take care of their kids. Those are or who've been in drugs or locked up. Those are the ones who had those type of wages. Why those who are my age and older want low wages? That lets you know who feels bad about themselves. Y'all say I have self-hatred. If I want the best for myself, that's not self-hatred. I want the best, not the worst. And usually, like I said in my video, I was bashing Mr. Superboy, whatever his name is, because them brothers who have all this extra hyper masculine trash have low self-esteem about their masculinity, who think that because a man they have to live these limits. Usually a man like myself don't feel should not be no limits. The only person who gets the limitation is who? I'm pointing at myself. I don't need other people in my business. I don't need my dad, mama, I don't need the president of the United States to give me no limits, as long as it's not in a legal situation. If it's a social, I make that limitation. I'm not trying to impress no other man or a woman who don't like me. You know what I'm saying? I press myself first. I put myself first. That's being a man. So it lets you know when people feel live low, sag their pants, look low, and purposely. I'm not saying those who can't afford to present. The reason why people in the entertainment industry, and there are people who has less self-esteem, who look presentable, okay? Because they live in someone else's dream. That's what 9 is why some of them go on drugs. But when those who have their own way of living don't go in self-destructive behavior, okay? You know what I'm saying? Unless they've been abused or something, that's the only way. But usually the people who look presentable are very proud of themselves, regardless if they do cosmetic changes or not. They have confidence in themselves. They might have a little self-esteem situation with depression, but they're a fighter, and I'm a prime example of that. Who wants, and I don't mean that when I'm talking what I went through. That's what the low thing coming about. Who I am. It's what I went through in life that people want to repeat because they went through that trash themselves. They're selfish when they put that scandalization in my life. And I'm talking about those in my family, those who are around who believe the same way they do. Y'all the ones who are selfish, not me. I don't want to live for that. You can live that drama you want to, but I don't want it in my life. I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. I want things the way how I want to. That's pride. I'm proud that I got black roots, white roots, native roots, and Spanish origin. I'm glad that I have a mixed background to tell the whole world who share the same background that they can do the same damn thing that I'm doing. Okay? The fight against the fight. Fight a good fight. Let me let you know, I'm a Leo, y'all. I have no regrets of doing what I want in my life. That gives me the pride every day. And the people who get mad about it are the ones who pissed, hurt, because they screwed their life up. And when they get mad and throw that low self-esteem claim at me, I look at them like a fool because they put all this baggage and then they want to put the baggage on somebody who don't want it. You get what I'm saying? I do as I please. That's my pride. Because it gives me the freedom to do what the hell I want to do. And those who don't live that, they don't want who feel low self-esteem because they don't feel their self-worth to do what they want to do. That's the difference. Y'all get it? When you have freedom, it gives you strength. It gives you that pride that it feels everything. You feel liberated. That's the pride I have. And I see myself way above. And I think others should do the same thing too. Not to think you're better than nobody. No, you're not better than nobody, but God is. But to have that pride to do what you want to do and live the way how you want to live. And not have others have, hey, that's a good feeling. I don't know who lied, told that's not a good feeling. The only ones who said it is the ones who don't control you. Who don't have self-esteem. Because the only way they get pride is they have false control in them. You know what I'm saying? Or they control other people. That's what they have pride from. They have gratification doing harm to people. But that's the reason. So when you have people who feel low about themselves, who want to hurt me, who want to get mad because they never gave themselves a damn how to live their life the way how they want to. Because if they did have that self-confidence, they would worry about what I do in my personal life because I don't care about what they do in theirs as long as they don't interfere in mine. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. And I show that pride to everybody. You should live by how I live, you know? Regardless I have less money or not. I know I'm going to get my money. I'm going to get my money. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my money. One dude was tripping. It was some Portugal, and I was debating with him, and I was laughing at him. He was showing his $1,000, and he have a nice car. I said, dude, you live in Pasadena. I said, dude, you live in a Pasadena. You're 19, live in a barrio. I don't know. But dude, I showed him on Instagram. Do you have a nice house like this? A big mansion? That's what I want. You can have your cheap $1,000 and think you're better than I am. You can say I'm lazy. Dude, one thing growing up as a child, when I looked at the celebrities, I wanted that lifestyle. I didn't want to live like the normal person where they had $1,000, where they had a 401k plan. I wanted $1 million and $1 billion. That's what I want. That's why all y'all brothers, the Mexican taking jobs. Dude, I don't want them damn slow ass slave jobs. Marlon King did not fight for me to have that little job, y'all. They stay in poverty. Usually those who live low wage stay in poverty. Those who live in high wage live up. They have a high wage of living. That's the purpose you going to school. That's the purpose you going. People ain't going to school for the hell of it. You go to school and get a trade so they can have a high paying money. And also to be their own boss, because that's my thing. I'm a boss, y'all. I ain't trying to be no worker all my life. I figured that out close to 40. It's the reason why it was hard for me to work. Not only because I had trust issues with people who did me wrong, because growing up as a child, but I always had thought of myself as a boss growing up, as a king growing up. I never thought of myself as being a slave. And folks get intimidated by that. It's not that I had in humility. I think a lot of people, especially brothers, if you're so proud and you're so manly, once you use the hyper masculinity to be a boss, and you determine your life the way how you want to, not your friends, not your family, not everybody else. That's being a proud brother. That's called like it is. Y'all weak. Y'all let other folks influence your life. And you get mad when you see someone me who don't go along with that, because I don't see myself as a slave. Yeah, my ancestors were slaves, but men and them fought for me not to be one. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so then to you about the Latino, I don't want to, hey, they can work McDonald's, Jack in the Box, whatever, do all that. But if they don't own a Jack in the Box, I don't care. I prefer to own a franchise than to work at one. You have to have an entrepreneurial mentality. You want things in your you want things in our community. Once you build up your community and have your own stuff, and those who craft and bow, kick them to the curb. We have to do that separation. A flower cannot grow with a bunch of weeds, even though it's just a plant, just like a weed. You know what I'm saying? But y'all like that collectivism, and that's what crumble ups our community, because we have folks who are crafts in the barrel, who claim they love us but don't. Their actions be louder than words. They don't love you. They're trying to doubt you and try to go against your dream. Those who are for your dream and do the way how you want it, are those who love you. Gotta have that mentality, y'all. So that's all I have to say. But going back to Stacey Dash, y'all, I hope this Candy by Fox proved to both communities, and yo so parte Latinos también have Spanish Creole roots, okay? To y'all, both communities who actually, you about to have a wall built up. The prison population is full of brown and black men. Well, I should not pure black men because nobody ain't pure. But y'all know men of color of African American Hispanic descent about to build who gangs and fight each other and call each other niggas and wetbacks and all that other stuff and spicks and monkeys and chongos about to build that damn wall because Mexico ain't building that wall. You can't get another country to build a wall for you in the United States. That's stupid. But when you're a slave to the country, when you're prison population, you're going to build that wall. And that white man wants the prisoners. And I bet you the white prisoners in jail, even those who do the heinous crimes, are not going to be the one building that wall. Good luck. And I hope it's, so I had to bring it up. I had to bring that up. And this black Mexican woman, Stacey Dash, is a prime example of that failure that y'all caused. You was too proud. You wanted to kiss the white racist man's behind so bad. And call each other names about some low-wage jobs, and you think you're white. Latinos in Latin America, you're not puro española. You're not pure español, excuse me. You're mixed. You're mixed with black and Spanish and African, Spanish, and Native American. That's three races. I'm not being one-droppers. I didn't say you're pure black. I say you're mixed. There's a total difference. Yeah, it's partial of African, but you're not full-blown it. No matter what you look like, whether you be darker or lighter than I am. Whether you're from Mexico, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Dominican Republic, whatever, or Argentina, whatever, you're mixed. If your ancestor was there back in the colonization of Latin America, you're mixed. So once you get gripping that, you're not better than nobody. And trust me, when Trump do build that wall, both minority groups are going to learn that. And I hope they learn. And I hope they learn that. I hope they do. When I made that video about the Jose Flores, I mentioned about voting for Trump. No, I didn't vote for no Trump. I voted for Gary Johnson, and I put my hand on Bob on that. Trust me, if I want, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't. If I wanted to get away from the country, no, I vote for Gary Johnson. But I said if he does win, I said it in my videos later on, then it should teach or give somebody an ass whooping. I don't believe in spanking, but some of y'all do need a damn own ass whooping. Thinking you better than somebody. You're not better than nobody. You're not better than me. Like the Latino guy who put all that money. I don't want your damn $1,000, homie. I want millions and billions, homie. To bring me millions and billions. Bring me a big old mansion. Then you can talk about you better, homie. Nobody better, but economic better. Then you can talk all that shit. But working at some by a white man's job, come on now. You don't own your own company? $1,000. You dude. Excuse me, mansions. Townhome. I mean, come on now, big pools. That's what I want, homie. I'm American, homie. I ain't trying to live like a slave. I ain't trying to live in no barrio, no ghetto. I want to go above that. That's what Martin King King trying to fight for us to have. But y'all fight each other in a white racist man's job, trying to get above each other. Why don't you get out the doggone job and get your own job? Be your own entrepreneur. And it never show who's better than. And that's what I'm thinking about right now. As I'm waiting for another position, I'm thinking about getting one of them books I have, entrepreneur, and start procrastinating and get my life together because I'm a boss already. I was born in the Leo season. I should act like it. That's why people cannot handle me at a job because I refuse to. Yeah, I work for myself while working for you. Meaning I'm doing everything you want me to do. But my mind and vision is to be my own. So not to be in your situation. You have to worry about my ass. Bye-bye, you know? But that's all I have to say. Stacey Dash, when I sweat that, sister, I hope you learn your lesson. You got canned from the news media. Yeah, I guess you will not serve pancakes and burgers tacos in the Aunt Jemima and Sabero costume. Good luck, baby.